We got through all that introductory stuff, and now we're going to get to the main event today. I want to talk about pools. Everybody that's on here, we're invited because you're in an organization that owns or manages a pool. Pools are a lot of fun. They're a great opportunity for recreation. I take my family to the pools, various pools, some of which you own, on a regular basis. The challenge with these pools is that we have big risk, and drowning is a giant concern, as well as other risks that go along with pools, and we're cognizant of that. And we're also cognizant we've had some giant losses, even up into the largest losses that the trust has had, based on injuries, drownings that have happened at pools or other water resources that we have. We're concerned about that. And as a partner with you on risk, we are really we want to do the things that are that will help us to prevent those injuries to people, and also be able to defend ourselves if something does happen at one of our facilities. As time has gone on, we found that the traditional controls that we may have had in place may not be enough. Plaintiff counsel has been very aggressive in any situation like this, and we all know that if a child's ever involved in a claim, a lot of the bets are off. And so we have to take some different tactics to work to protect our entities as we try to provide a good service to our communities, provide lots of fun, but also stay safe and protect ourselves. So we looked at all of the options that were available. How do we ensure that our organizations, our pools, our safety programs, our lifeguard programs are adequate to keep people safe, as well as be able to defend ourselves if something bad does happen at our facilities. And we have forged a partnership with the American Red Cross, and we're pleased to have members of the Red Cross on today to talk to us about a program that the trust is going to push out to all of our members in the trust that have pools. We're paying for this at a pretty significant expense to the trust, but we think this is important. And as a partner, we expect that you'll participate in the program and work with the Red Cross to help our programs be better. And so you don't want to listen to me anymore on this. So let's turn the time over to our team from the American Red Cross. We have Matt Haynes will be doing the bulk of the presentation, but we also have Mike Stagg. He's our local representative here in the Intermountain area, and Nayeli Trejos is out of California. She is also here to represent the Red Cross from a regional standpoint. And so we're excited to have them here to talk about their program. I'm going to turn the time over to the Red Cross, and we'll let you guys take over. Matt, I'm going to switch over to make you the presenter now. You should see that change.
Okay, thank you very much. My name is Matt Haynes. I am with the American Red Cross. I was one of the contributing authors to the Aquatic Attraction Lifeguard Program, as well as the current version of the program that came out in January, the full lifeguard program. And I'm also the author of the current version of the Aquatic Examiner Service. This is our version of what in the industry is called an audit program. Many of you guys have probably heard of those and are familiar with them. They're very quickly becoming an industry standard, and we are so excited that the Trust has made the decision to add this additional layer of service and protection for you, the members. So I'm just going to talk about the parameters of the program and kind of what the different steps are and how it works. And then obviously you guys will have the opportunity to ask questions. So the Aquatic Examiner Service, a lot of people for a long time have thought that the Red Cross didn't have this, but we've actually had this service for well over 15 years in various capacities. Sometimes it was more on a local level, and now it is a national program. It gets rewritten every year to keep up with the latest legal precedents in the industry, to make sure that it is always current. We meet with our legal team and find out anything that might be applicable to this program and change accordingly. So the way this program works, and you'll hear me use the word audit, but I am not a fan of the word audit. Audit's a very legal term that I don't really use as related to this program, but it's become kind of an industry term. We call them visits. They're not audits. But the Aquatic Examiner Service, some of the benefits, we allow you to make the lifeguarding operation decisions and facility-specific protocols for your facility. So in other words, we're not dictating anything at your facility that should be changed. You can see improved lifeguard performance with this program, and the goal of the program is really education and to help identify gaps in training or any operational procedures that might be putting you at risk or those that you serve at risk. So we want to make sure that you're adhering to the latest standards. And it's, as I said, it's completely based around education. It is not a gotcha system. We are not here to be lifeguard police or tell you this person can't be a lifeguard anymore, or we're not going to shut your facility down. That's not the way this program works. This is a partnership between us and the trust, as well as us and you. So we are bringing in our experts to do an overview of your facility, make some recommendations, and then we'll be doing some undercover lifeguard surveillance as well as guard testing to help make sure that your program is as safe as it can be. So a lot of what I'm going to do today is try and put aside some of those fears or hesitations that I often get from managers when they hear about this program. This is a direct extension of our lifeguarding program. What we do is it's a third-party objective evaluation of your safety and lifeguarding operations. So in other words, we're bringing in an expert who has been in your industry. So in other words, for instance, if you own a water park, we're not going to send a non-water park person to come and assess your facility. So you're going to have someone with management and operational experience in the type of facility that you manage. Additionally, they will have specialty training. It's not just a lifeguard. It's not just an LGI. They go through special training with our panel of experts to make sure that they know how to evaluate your facility objectively and are very familiar with the latest trends, so they have the most current information possible. All of our Aquatic Examiner services delivered in a package type unit. So in other words, you're going to get a walkthrough at your facility, and then you're also going to get a certain number of predetermined unannounced site visits. And what that means, that's when one of our examiners comes in and does undercover surveillance of your lifeguards as well as guard testing. So when we show up at your facility, we're going to do what's called an annual lifeguarding operations assessment, or ALOA. What that means is we are going to be walking around with you, the facility management, talking about lifeguard operations. Tell us about your preseason training. Tell us about do you test your guards before you hire them? Show us how you store your certifications and make sure all certifications are current. Talk to me about your lifeguard zones. Show me where your stands are placed. Show me how your zones are managed. How many patrons do you allow in your pool? Tell me what your rotation policy is. How often do they rotate? We're going to look at all of your rescue equipment and supplies. We're going to take a look at your emergency action plans. We're going to talk to you about any preseason training that you may do and how you document that. We're going to take a look at your in-service training program. What kind of things are you training on and how are you documenting that? We're going to talk about, you'll get a comprehensive report from us that will make recommendations based on our findings. So you're going to see, we're going to recommend some documents that you might consider posting. We're going to talk to you about how you have your zones laid out. We're going to talk to you about, have you considered documenting your in-service and your pre-service training in this way? So you're going to see a number of recommendations on a report. We will also commend you for the things that you are doing extremely well, because just like when you teach lifeguard classes, it's about push and pull. Some of the things we're going to recommend that might need improvement, and we're also going to make sure to highlight those things that you are doing extremely well at your facility. And then we're going to set goals. We always want to make sure that our facilities are clear on exactly what our expectations are, and we want to set very manageable goals that you can meet by the time we make our next visit or throughout the season. So all of this is designed to be very educational for you, the management, as well as your guards. And all of this, you'll get a comprehensive report that details everything, and we'll follow that up with a phone call to make sure that you're clear on exactly what that report is recommending. So when we actually come and do an undercover visit, one of our examiners will come into your facility. We use hidden cameras to record lifeguards doing surveillance. We watch them, perform rotations. We watch them scan, and we watch them do their day-to-day operations. Then we will process that video footage, go back to the hotel, put it on a flash drive, put on a uniform, and then we will come back to your facility and announce that we're there. We will have the video footage processed and have a report of what we see and what our in-service training recommendations based on that footage are, and then we will allow you to see the footage as well so you can see what we saw. We will then do a quick facility operations check, which is just a follow-up from our initial walkthrough. So we want to see, have we made progress on any of the recommendations from our initial walkthrough? And then we will do lifeguard skill evaluations. Now, one of our goals is always to never disrupt operations at your facility in any way. So if we need to do skill evaluations after your facility closes, we can certainly do that. If you have pool space free and we can do them during operations, that's fine too. During those skill evaluations, we put your lifeguards through team-based scenarios to see, do they actually comprehend how to make a rescue? Do they comprehend how to do a proper extrication? Do they make good decisions? And a lot of this comes from, are they well trained? Have they been through in-service training? When was the last time they practiced those skills that they might have learned 2 years ago when they took their initial lifeguard class? And so from those skill evaluations, we will produce another report that talks just about the lifeguard skills specifically and makes in-service training recommendations from those findings. Then you will receive all of the reports as well as all the video results. We do not retain any copies of those at any time once an evaluation is over. And then we also have some optional add-ons that you can add to your service, including in-service training, which is where our examiner will stay and work with either your lifeguards or your instructors. We find that oftentimes when we work with lifeguards, sometimes the problems that we see in their skills come from the instructors, and we need to work with the instructors instead. So we can work with either of those audiences or them combined, and we can stay and do a 1 or 2 hour in-service going over some of the things that we saw from our visit. And we can also do a full emergency action plan drill. So in other words, after hours at your facility, we could conduct a full simulated drowning at your facility, including EMS support and all of that, and we would do a full analysis and provide a report. So I know that's a lot of information. This is just an overview of how our program works. And then obviously, we're happy to take questions and answer anything, any issues that you may have with what you've seen, or if you need additional information. I know that Mike and Nayeli are there, and I think Mike was going to talk briefly just about exactly what the trust has agreed to, and then we'll obviously answer any programmatic questions you may have.
Yeah, thanks, Matt. Hi, everyone. Mike Stagg here. I'm your local representative here. I actually live here in the Salt Lake area. I know many of you, but there are some of you that I don't know. So I'll be looking forward to meeting everyone that I can. Yeah, like Matt has said, we're super excited to partner with the trust in this, in bringing aquatic safety to the area. And what I kind of want to do is give you kind of an overview of what the trust has agreed to do and what the Red Cross is going to come in and provide for you in your facilities. What we're going to do is, if you have an outdoor facility, you will be receiving 3 of these visits throughout the summer, which is you'll receive your initial annual lifeguard operations assessment walkthrough, as well as the 3 visits where they come in and they do the guard testing and they're going to do the hidden surveillance and things like that. So an outdoor facility only will receive 3 visits throughout the summer. If you're an indoor facility, you'll receive 4 visits throughout the year. If you're an indoor facility that has an outdoor component to it, such as an indoor pool with an outdoor pool attached, or an indoor pool with an outdoor pool off-site at another location, your indoor pool will receive 2 visits for the year, and your outdoor, or your indoor will receive 2 visits through the year, and your indoor will receive 2 as well. So you'll have, most likely, your indoor facility, you'll have 1 in the springtime and 1 in the fall time, and your outdoor facility will have their 2 outdoor visits. What we're trying to do with this is to you know, we want to come back and give multiple visits at the same time to the same facility, because what we're looking to do is see improvements. As Matt was stating, this is all just an educational thing. It's not an audit like Matt said. I don't like to call it that either, because that to me it gives you a bad connotation that we're going to try and catch you doing something wrong, and that's definitely not what this is about. This is just about us coming together, working with you as facility management and working with the trust in order to make your facility the safest it can be. So as such, I call it a facility health check. We're going to come in and we're going to assess the situation. And we're going to give you recommendations and commendations on things you're doing well and things that maybe need a little bit of improvement. And what we're going to do and how we're going to help you get there. Get to that point where our facilities are always as safe as they can be. Our lifeguards are in the optimal place to make rescues and make sure that nothing happens. Myself, I come from a background as an aquatic manager here in the Salt Lake area, in the Park City area, and in Salt Lake County, and in northern Utah. And so this is really weighed on me as an aquatics director at heart, that this is such a fantastic program where we can come together and build with each other this program up. So long and short, indoor facilities, you'll receive 4 visits throughout the year. Outdoor facilities is 3 visits throughout the summer. If you're an indoor facility with an outdoor component, you'll receive 2 visits in the summer for your outdoor and 2 visits throughout the rest of the year for your indoor facility. And like I said, this is all in an educational type thing. We want to get together and make sure that your facilities are as safe as they can be, because the Red Cross and all the all of you out there and the trust, we're all in the same business. We all want to make sure that when people come to an aquatic facility, they can be safe. They can be safe and they can have fun. And that's what this program helps to do, is making sure that your guards are always in the optimal places to succeed, that your management, that your pool management has all the tools that they need to succeed. And so that's really what we're trying to do and come together to do with you. Now, our next steps in the process are every municipality with a pool will be receiving a contract, our Aquatic Examiner Services contract. Whoever that is sent to, everything is done electronically. We'll send it through an email, through DocuSign. It will be signed by 3 parties. It will be signed by the Red Cross, saying what we're going to provide and everything that we're going to do. It will be signed by the municipality, saying that they recognize that this service is going to happen for them and what they're obligated to do. And then the third party will be the trust, who's going to be paying for the service for everybody, which is really, really cool that they're able to, that we're able to collaborate with them and form this great partnership where they're investing in you guys as facility management to make sure that your facilities are as safe as they can be, because none of us want anything to happen, and this is what's going to help get us on that path, so that if something does happen, that we're prepared. And so when that document is sent over, if it's not to the correct person that should be signing that document, or if you don't receive anything, please let either myself know, or you can let Jason know here at the Trust, and we can make sure that gets sent to the correct person. But we need to have all of these Aquatic Examiner Services contracts done in order to proceed with scheduling your appointments. Now, as far as scheduling your appointments goes, you will be contacted directly from a representative from the Red Cross, who's our service delivery managers. Excuse me. They will be contacting you, letting you know, and working with you to see when's the best time to come. When would you like us to come out? What would you like us to focus on, or whatnot? So they will be working directly with you to figure out when is best for you for us to come out and do these site visits. But like Matt said, if it's during operational hours for guard testing, we can make something work after hours as well. So we just stay in constant contact between us and you all to make sure that everything goes off without a hitch. We're really excited about this. It's really it's a great program to have, And we're excited that the trust is partnered with us to offer this to you all as facility managers. So, and I hope you guys will love it. And I know you'll love this program, and I know you'll definitely see the benefits from it. Your guards will get better. Your pool staff and your pool management staff will get better. And things are just going to run more smoothly. I know one of the things I always used to worry about as a facility manager was, oh my gosh, what happens when I'm not there? And this kind of thing is really what helps it out. And so with that, I mean, I guess we can just go and see if we have any questions. I can turn it back over to Jason and see if there's anything else that we need to do.
All right, thank you, Mike. I really appreciate that presentation, and Matt as well. That really outlines the program well. We are really committed to the safety of your operations. You've worked with us for years, and when we identified this program and what they're able to provide, we think this is the best thing that we can do to make sure your operations are safe, and also give us some protection in the event that something bad does happen. We've at least done our best to prevent those things, and we can document it through this program. So we want to make sure that you understand what the program is. So if you have any questions, please type those in the chat box or the Q&A box. We can answer those now. We did have one question if we were going to make this presentation available, and the answer is yes. We're recording the presentation, and so you can either use that. And I didn't ask Matt about this before, but Matt, would you make your PowerPoint available just in a PDF so we can distribute that to our members as well, or at least an overview of the material?
Of course.
Awesome. Okay, so we will distribute that to everybody, to everyone. So you have this. I know concern was, do we have this so we can present this to our mayor, council, board of directors, whatever your situation may be. And the answer is yes, we'll do that. We don't intend this to be a major imposition to you. This is intended to be a real benefit to your operations. So I'm just going to look here and see if we've got any questions. Sorry, Rob said, go ahead.
Jason, I did want to add that each of them will be receiving, it's called the American Red Cross Aquatic Examiner Service Get Started Guide, which is going to have a whole bunch of details to go along with this presentation, and everything will be in writing so you can see exactly what the components of the service are and what our expectations from you as a client will be.
Perfect. Perfect. Okay. I'm just looking for questions here, and I am not seeing anything. So you guys must have done an excellent job, which I know you did. That's great. I'm not seeing any questions. So we'll give you the last word. Matt and Mike, do you have anything else?
I don't. I mean, just saying, you know, we're super excited that we're going to be going through this. To me, I mean, I'm an aquatics person at heart, and this is the community I live in. I take my kids to your facilities, and being able to now take my kids to your facilities that have gone through this program, you're going to see a lot of benefits from it, and we're super excited that we're partnering with the trust to offer these services to you guys as pool operators and facility managers.
Great. Just one question I have on timeline. So the contract will go out via DocuSign, and also a contact. Can you tell us kind of what that timeline is, when they should expect to see those two items?
Yes, you will have the contracts will be sent out by the end of the day today to everybody as part of the trust. You will receive the contract out to the contacts that we have on file. If in sending out those contracts they're sent to the incorrect people, or somebody needs to additionally sign or something like that at your municipality, you can get back with me, and my email is Mike, M-I-K-E, .stagg, S-T-A-G-G, like the chili, at redcross.org. go ahead and get back to me there, or you can give me a call and let me know that something needs to be changed. My phone number is 385-831-5274. Or any other questions that you have. I'm more than happy to help and assist. I mean, that's what I figured that my job is as your aquatics representative, is to do whatever I can to make your guys' job as pool operators and as facility management easier. That is my whole goal in my life, is to make everything easier for you guys. So please let me know if there's anything that y'all need.
Okay. I think that covers it. You also know that you can contact us at any time, and we will help to facilitate this. We think this is going to be a great partnership, and we think all of our operations are going to be better, and we'll all sleep better at night as we go through this process. Thank you very much. Please give us a call if you have, or an email if you've got questions there. If you don't see that contract come in within 24 hours, give us a call back, and we'll make sure that we get that to you as well. All right. Thanks so much, everybody. Have a safe day. Let me see. Sorry, I got to click a button here.